Hello my demons, welcome back to another video and another Q&A video. I'm really enjoying making these, so I think I'm just gonna carry on making these Q&A videos on my characters and such, and if there's any questions you want to ask towards me about art and stuff, then go on ahead, even though I have been thinking about doing some art tip videos and all that kind of stuff as a self-taught artist and what I would recommend for people. And don't mind me, apparently my chest and throat are acting up a bit. I don't know why. I think I might be getting a cold or something. I don't know, but I just want to get on with this and get another one of these videos done, even though mainly my YouTube shorts are popping off pretty well, which is putting up the viewership, and I do appreciate that very much, but come on, please, can I just have my videos that I've actually put work into get out there, please? But whatever, still people are watching the video, so that's good enough for me. And I'm sorry with the last Q&A video, it looked really messy. I was not alright that day. I wasn't feeling well, and I was literally forgetting to do everything. The amount of times that I tried to go back and forth on the video was honestly so goddamn stupid. I do find it embarrassing that I uploaded the video like that, but oh well, everybody makes mistakes and we just gotta learn from it. So this time, hopefully this video will just be as clean as the first one and not as messy as the second one. So yes, this is part 3 of me answering questions to you guys towards my characters, and might as well just hop into the video. Oh yeah, and Happy New Year's to everybody. I can't believe it's already day 3 into the New Year's, and honestly, it feels extremely weird, but oh well. Wait, it's already been 3 days! Oh, well, Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck me sideways and I'll call you Freddy Krueger. Anyways, yeah, Happy New Year, whatever the fuck, we'll just get on with the video. Ha! Does Merlin like to read? And if he does, what would his favorite book and genre be? And the obvious answer is yes, he absolutely loves reading books, and he's also a magic user as well, so obviously he's literally gonna have a fucking library of books. The majority of the books that he has are that he has written, and some others are spell books and everything like that he's traded, stolen, bargained off for, brought, and all that kind of stuff. And yes, Merlin did and still does fucking steal shit. He mainly just likes being in that studied kind of mode thing. He loves writing spell books and all that kind of stuff, and he just prefers to read spell books and all that. But to think about it on other books with other genres and all that kind of stuff, I would say his favorite would definitely have to be gay romantic novels. And I'm not being ironic about it or anything. I mean, just because he's a gay man, it doesn't really mean anything. He has read other romantic stories, but he just kind of prefers to stick with the gay romance kind of stuff with that. So yes, I would say 80% of his books are magic and 20% of them is literally just romance and all that kind of stuff, even though he rarely reads the romance stuff. But when he doesn't really particularly feel like doing magic, or if he's too sick to do magic, or if there's nothing for him to really perform, then he'll just go on ahead, grab one of the books and just go ahead and read and see if the lovers came back together, or if one of them has killed another man for them and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he thirsts for that kind of shit. I mean, for crying out loud, he loves his books so much that he forbids people to touch them and to read them because of what they contain and everything. Like, the way that, oh my god, like this, okay, I'm gonna go into a bit of detail right here on like how his home system even works for him to have like almost like an entire library just below the house he's living in. So in a way, he does live in a cottage out in the woods. Obviously, he's a demon cowboy, so hiding. He just wants to hide. And he just likes being alone, away from society, because, you know, they're not human, and it's ridiculous to think of them as human, even though they have human-like features, but they're not human still, they're creatures. So, obviously, you have the cottage. It's not, like, too small or too big. It's, like, a decent size kind of, like, place. And obviously, when you walk in, there are, like, a couple of, like, bookshelves in the living room, and some in his bedroom, maybe like some in the hallway. But then he has like a whole underground system where he like performs his magic, and he has like a whole area under there where it's literally like you are living in like a giant like a giant library underground. Definitely can confirm that he's one hell of a fucking bookworm. So yes, you have this like house on top, and then underneath it's just almost like an endless like underground system of like books and magic, and there's even like potions as well that he does perform sometimes, but mainly he's just more into like you know, just having the magic himself instead of, you know, just kind of like making potions and shit. He does it time to time just to kind of help out with his friends and all that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff, god damn it. Ugh. And also to cover, yes, he does have dangerous books. He does contain dark magic as well, which he does kind of like but he does block it off. So if you try to go in, you are not going to be successful because he has a whole barrier to keep everybody out except him. So this man can do a lot of magic to a certain extent. What is your favorite monster you created? Aha! Personally, my favorite would have to be this one-eyed dog-like creature or cat creature. I mean, technically, it's sort of like a mix of between like features of a dog and a cat. Well, dog-like body and a cat-like kind of personality type, and could say ears as well. It's called a hive. I used to love drawing these things all the time, but I have to give it like a redesign because I drew this thing back in 2016 when I also did many other creatures, but obviously where I am now and what the story holds and all that kind of stuff, I have a lot more creativity on my mind. I would love to like redesign the creatures. But yes, a hive has like a dog-like body, but then sort of like a cat-like personality. Well, it's like a mix, really. Basically, obviously, you can see they are a one-eyed creature, and if you don't quite understand where the mouth is, it's practically on their neck slash chest. Oh my god, my throat keeps mucking up. I just adore these creatures so much because this was like the second creature I've ever created, and just like its personality is honestly a great one. Asterith used to have one, haven't come up with a name for him yet, but at some point we will. Just gotta be kind of creative on it because Asterith lived on a different planet and all that kind of stuff. So there's like a fuck ton of creatures, and we've only been able to name a few of them. And oh man. But anyways, so these creatures, they are very easy to identify if they're male or female. The males are light and pink with a dash of white and sometimes a little bit of yellow, and the females are a darker color. They are mostly with black, but they do have like a tiny bit of pink, including a bit of blue. And it's always kind of been like that with the idea with the creatures, because like, come on, nature doesn't really care what color it is and whatnot. It's literally just a creature, and a color is a color. And because of this little guy that I'm drawing right here is the reason why Astereth's favorite color is pink. That is not a joke. This dumbass of a fucking creature literally loves pink because of his little pal right here. Honestly, writing this part of the story is literally gonna send me down a roller coaster ride of fucking tears. I'm not gonna enjoy it, I'm not going to like it, but holy crap, it's part of the story, and oh my god. Anywho's, I just love all in all the personality idea of the creature and just the design of it alone. I just love about it so fucking much. Now, these things are no larger than a Labrador kind of dog height. So technically, to Astereth's kind, these things are puppies. They're like dogs towards them. So they're not at all like full of aggression or whatever, and they don't act like, you know, wild animals and whatnot. They are very peaceful creatures. Here and there you'll get like some feisty ones and whatnot, but then you do get that in dog breeds anyway. But then obviously, like I said, with the cat-like personality, they can also be like heavily lazy, but then extremely playful. Where the fuck was I don't even know what the hell I was gonna say right there. Ooh, I'd absolutely love to know more about Vale's brothers. The little twins. Ah, yes, the twins. I am really sorry I don't draw them as much as I used to, or I don't put out much about them, which I really want to, but it's just like thinking, and I'm trying to be careful what to put out there because, again, it's like I don't want to spoil anything, especially what these guys can and can't do. So I'm gonna start off with Alaric, the firstborn. He's the twin with the green hair. Alaric definitely does have more of the maturity side from Draven. He does tend to act like Draven here and there, but he does have Astereth's curiosity side and a bit talkative. Alaric is very expressive. He does talk a lot. He does a lot. He's outgoing. He's bubbly. He's funny, and he's such a chap to hang out with. He can get a little cocky here and there, but for the most part, he is calm and collected. But obviously, if you do kind of like push his limits, just like to Draven, like if you push his limits, then obviously he's gonna snap back, and Alaric would snap back as well. I have no idea where the names came from, like Alaric and Phoenix. I honestly cannot remember where the hell the names come from. Junkie might say, because I can't remember, so maybe they remember on the matter why we named them that in the first place. But I mean, for the most part, Phoenix was, I believe Phoenix was named Phoenix because of his red hair. And Alaric, I actually don't really know. But yeah, Alaric has more of Draven's maturity and him just being talkative, whilst he has Astereth's curiosity. Sure, there can be like somewhat immaturity here and there, but it's very mild. And then we have Phoenix, the red-haired one. So for him, he doesn't really say a whole lot to other people. He mainly just talks to his brother, Alaric, and sometimes to his other siblings, and a couple of times to his dad. But then at the same time, he's like very closed off and everything. He just doesn't really say a whole lot. He is also mature and everything. He just likes to keep to himself, and he just likes being with his brother because he does have an issue of being alone. He would rather be with people than to be alone, which is why I'm always drawing them together, because Alaric knows that Phoenix has a hard time being on his own. So yes, to sum it up, Alaric does more of the talking, whilst Phoenix just doesn't really talk at all. Alaric is cocky, whilst Phoenix is just chill. Whenever Phoenix is not being quiet, he can be a shy person. Like, for crying out loud, Alaric is more outgoing, whilst Phoenix is more closed off. Very much polar opposite brothers, because I am sick and tired of people always doing this thing where twins are too identical to each other. It's literally like a copy and paste of the same character. I do understand that there are twins out there with, like, you know, the same interests and somewhat of the same personality, but come on, it just doesn't always happen like that with twins. They are going to be odd towards each other for what they like and what they wear and everything like that. Even though they are, like, you know, polar opposites, but they do like the same style. They both agree that the punk kind of like rock side of things, of the aesthetic, are definitely to more of their taste. And with their clothing and hairstyle, they do like to be the same. Even though they are not identical twins, but they like to think they are. Like, for crying out loud, at one point we even made an idea where they were colorblind, so they didn't even know that they were different colors towards each other. I do not know if we will keep that idea in. Probably not, because Asterith and Draven doesn't have that. I don't know if it's like a generic thing or if it can just happen. I don't know. We'll do some more research on it, which I tried to, but I just kind of ended up failing because, oh my god, I can't read! Even though it's a fun idea and a little bit of a funny idea for them thinking that they literally believe that they are identical twins, even though the only way to tell them apart is with Phoenix has Asterith's eyes and Alaric has Draven's eyes. But like I said, we're gonna have like debate on it if we're gonna keep that idea in that they're colorblind. I don't know. God, right now, I'll be honest, really, it literally feels like the back of my throat is on fire and it feels like my nose is bleeding, but nothing is going on. What the hell is happening to me? Anyways, I do wish I can talk more about what they are capable of doing, but unfortunately, I can't go into much detail about it. All I can say is they are unfortunately the weakest two in the family because they are half-breeds, and Vale and Nocturna are very lucky to be as strong as they are. Like, yes, Alaric and Phoenix are fine with fighting, they are capable of it, but then unfortunately they do have issues with their muscles and with their abilities as well, which I can't go into. I would rather kind of have you guys react to it into the comic or maybe an animation if I ever want to show you guys on how their abilities would work and everything. I have been thinking about doing a video showing what each character has, like power-wise and all that. I have been thinking about it and planning on it. And there we have it. Those were the last questions for the free videos. Again, if you guys have any questions about any of my characters, or if you would like to bring up questions about really old characters and if I'm ever going to bring them back or what I'm planning to do with them, please just go on ahead. Feel free to drop down in the comments below. Literally just go ahead and ask. I don't bite, so don't worry about it. So yeah, I really don't have much much to say right now, so all I can say is thank you so much for watching my demons. Please make sure you subscribe if you like art kind of content. Please leave a like on the video, comment anything you want to ask again, and give this video a share because it helps it go through the algorithm. And with that, my demons, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
I need a scarecrow after what you did, 'cause all of the birds know